I was in Eastern Europe in a little town called IJsselmeer in Latvia, and we were doing a Sunday morning service there. And during worship, I was worshiping the Lord, and I heard the Lord whisper to my heart that I'm going to send an angel there this morning. And so, you know, I'm looking all around like, okay, I'm like a kid on Christmas morning. I'm like, this is going to be so cool, God, I can't wait. But I'm not seeing anything with my open natural eyes. So I just did what I know to do, which was say, Lord, okay, I'm not seeing it with my open eyes, so will you help me sense where in the room the angel is? And so I'm looking around, and all of a sudden, not with my open eyes, but with the eyes of my spirit, I could sense where the angel was. So I said, okay, Lord, what is the purpose of this angel? And he said, it's an angel of provision, and I've sent it to help this church that needs provision. So I started, worship ended, and I started the message and preaching and everything. And at one point the Lord said, okay, now. And I knew what he meant was to speak to the pastor there. Now, I don't speak, this pastor was a Russian church, and I don't speak any Russian, and he doesn't speak much English, but we of course had translation. So through the translator, I told Pastor Nikolai, the Lord's told me that an angel has been sent here this morning, and it's an angel of provision and to help you and the church. And so, because I hadn't seen it with my open eyes, part of me, I believe God. I believe his word in the Bible, and I believe when he speaks to our hearts. And I just lean into those things and walk by faith. And yet I'm still like a kid. I still like just to see God reveal himself. Because, you know, God never has to prove himself to us, but he loves to reveal himself to us, and he loves to reveal his kingdom. So I told the pastor through the translator what's going on, and he gets all excited. And so I said, okay, pastor, just start walking towards the back wall from where you're seated. Because I wanted to see if where I had sensed the angel was actually where this encounter that God had ordained was going to take place. And right when he hits that spot, the pastor falls to his knees and starts just getting whacked by the kingdom realm. I mean, God shows up. And so this angel is ministering to him and ministering to him and ministering to him. And then afterwards, I asked the pastor, Pastor Nikolai, what happened? And he said, I'm not sure. I got to this one point, and I just felt the reality of heaven. And he said, I feel like there was an angel, like, you know, that the angel had come, and I had this angelic encounter. And I asked him what it was, and he said it was an angel of provision. And you know what's been amazing is even during these last several years of the incredible economic crisis in Europe, this church has remained. And now don't get me wrong, on several months, you know, they're having to move by faith for provision, but God has always shown up. Every single month he meets their needs. Every single month they have more than enough. And I believe a lot of that came through this encounter with the angel of provision.